up, Rocket Nation? Happy Friday, you beautiful bastards. Hopefully it's the best Friday ever in the history of Fridays for you. Hopefully this Friday takes the Friday cake because, we're starting a little bit early today. I feel like today's stream, the VOD for it, the first one, episode, what would this be? Episode number 8. Over on the YouTubes is probably going to be my most viewed VOD ever because most people aren't going to realize that we're starting a half hour early today. Today is Mama Sauce's birthday. It's Mama Sauce's birthday, and that means some things need to be done. I need to be done about a half hour earlier today than I normally am, so I decided to start a half hour early if I'm going to end a half hour early. So that is why we're starting off a little bit earlier today. Of course, we're picking up right where we left off in God of War Ragnarok. Very nostalgic day yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. Jumping back into it, I suck first off at the combat of God of War. I don't know what it is, but there's something about maybe it's the way that like the rhythm of the combat. I am always on the attack, so I'm always like I always hide the attacks of the enemies with my attacks, if that makes sense. Like the frame of Kratos always hides the attacks, and I get hit midway, like when I'm about to just keep going with 18,000 hit combos. But I gotta work on that today. We also I realized too yesterday after the stream that we never stepped in and actually looked at any of our skills at all or anything like that. So we got to get in there. We got to do skills stuff. We got to see what's up there for the skills. We did actually craft some armor and whatnot. Of course, now we are finally in Svartalheim, right? Isn't that where we're at? Svartalheim? Svartalheim! Nordliflur, as the dwarves like to call it. We're heading to the capital city of Nordliflur, and we're going to go there and talk to a dwarf. We're trying to find a mine that we believe Tyr is being held prisoner in. I don't know why Tyr would be held prisoner inside of a mine, but that's the way it is. So we're going to be on the lookout. Goob says, that good thinking as always. I'm a bit off though, since you lost most of the God of War playthrough, as you may remember. Oh, the original God of War you're talking about, right? I know that you said there was probably some God of War stuff on the way through. I do have some playthrough of a God of War playthrough on, I don't think I did the complete playthrough over on the Let's Play channel. I do believe there's some gameplay over there as well, but definitely not here. Groot, how are you? It's good to see you, buddy. Says, oh, what a night. 63. What a very special time for me. Is that what you're going for? I knew what you were doing. What is up, Groot? How are you today? Happy Friday. Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday, right? Am I right or am I right? I actually have the night off of work. I took tonight off of work because big celebrations, of course. Mama's turning 61. She would love me for that. She's turning 61 today. That's not how old she is at all. But big happy birthday to Mom. We're going to be having a party for her tonight. And yeah, I need to be done a little bit early tonight. So we're only going to 5:30. Big reminder there. Make sure everybody knows. If anybody asks or anybody comes in late and I don't see it, anybody that is in chat now, if you wouldn't mind putting the word out that we're only going till 5:30 today. Happy birthday, Mama! I know it, right? I'm so excited for her. Ooh, I'm so geeked. Yeah, and she's excited too. I can see it in her face. She's like, oh yeah. She's making some of her world famous baked beans right now. You never heard of them? It's Mama's baked beans. They're world famous. They're really, really, really good. I can smell bacon in the house right now. There's bacon cooking, and yeah, she's chilling right now and hanging out upstairs until right around 5:30. I'm gonna try and, so this is a bit also big notice too that it's probably gonna be a later upload in the morning. The uploads probably won't be finished, this is my guess, might not be until right before stream is when they finally get uploaded, depending on what time I get home tonight, and I still gonna have to do all the editing and all that has to be done, and then of course starting the upload process. So I'm guessing at least midnight before they even get started. They normally take around 6 to 8 hours to get fully uploaded. So more than likely it'll be right before stream starts tomorrow is when today's VOD will actually go up over there on YouTube. So yeah, just so everyone's aware. No, we cannot end early, says Groot. Tell Mama she's joining the stream today. She ain't gonna join the stream. She's not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. Oh, sounds awesome, says Goobs. Fed on baked beans during school age once a week. Oh, her baked beans are fantabulous. They are so good. Like nobody turns down a helping of the baked beans. And when we have a big get together like that we are going to have today, there's always so much food. Too much food, actually. Way too much food. Nobody needs that much food, but we're a food family. We are 100% a food family. And she makes her baked beans. Nobody turns down a helping of the baked beans. Ever. It's like her pumpkin pies, too. She makes pumpkin pies. Oh, my God. I hate pumpkin pies. The ones that you get from stores and shit like that, I fucking hate pumpkin pies. I'm not going to lie. She makes me 2 of my own pumpkin pies in Thanksgiving time because she knows I'll eat everyone else's pumpkin pie if she don't make me 2 of them. So she makes me my own 2 pumpkin pies. And they're my own personal use. No one can touch them. But her pumpkin pie is amazing as well. Anything she makes is really, really good. She does really good cheesy potatoes too. I wonder if she's making, no, she would have already started them. If she was going to be making those. Yeah, cheesy potatoes she makes really good too. She makes them out of like hash browns. It's so good. So good. I have a one of the Crocs, it says Groot. For what? For what? So we can all wish her happy birthday? Yeah. She's sleeping. She's taking a nap right now. Tell her sit down, take a nap. Tell Alexa to wake you up. She probably won't, but tell her to wake you up in an hour when the beans are done. So I think she's laying down taking a nap right now. Tell her rest up because tonight's going to be a big one. You're going to be shit-faced. Yeah. My mom is, ex-bartender. All right. Spent a good portion of her life bartending. She likes her stout. She likes IPAs. She likes her IPAs. She likes the what do you call them? What do you call the beer that they like I want to say homebrew. It's not homebrew. The fuck are they called? I can't remember. Yeah, she likes her beers though. She likes her beers. Big fan of IPAs. I don't know what she's going to be drinking tonight, but it's going to be fun, regardless, watching her get shit-faced. I'll drive her home, and then I'll come back here and get everything all uploaded for you guys. Don't worry. Not taking the day off. We're actually going to jump in pretty shortly here. I don't want to talk for too long today. I did play a little bit on the PS5 last night. I was like, you know what? I think I have the urge. I want to play it. I thought about just jumping on and starting a new game, but I was like, you know what? That'll fuck up any auto saves that happen. So it's like, shit, maybe I don't want to start a new playthrough on the PC. I really wish I had though. I fucking hate controller. I really do. And it's too bad. You know, one thing that I did realize yesterday when we were playing this is that they don't actually, this is the same company that did the port for the original God of War or the God of War 2018, not the original God of War. God of War 2018, the same company. I believe it's called Jetpack. Is that Jetpack Studios or something like that? I'm pretty sure. It'll probably come up at the very beginning when we start the game up. But they failed in the first one to put in an FOV slider. It's actually one of my most viewed videos over on the Let's Play channel is how to actually be able to increase the FOV on PC. And actually, I did a Google search for this game last night to see if I could find it, and my video actually came up on Google as well. So, yeah, actually the very first thing that came up on Google. It's only got like 2.8K views, so I don't know why that came up. Maybe it's just Google knows. Google knows. But I was hoping that they would have an FOV slider in this game. They don't. But even more disappointing is when it comes to the key bindings for this game, they don't actually have key bindings. It's actually an emulator. It's actually emulating a controller. If you guys didn't notice in yesterday's stream when I was changing around, like there's certain things you can't rebind now, like Spartan Rage can't be rebound. There's other things that can't be rebound either. And kind of disappointed about that one. I would have liked to have seen them implement a very basic. I mean, you are releasing it on PC. What do most people use on a PC? A mouse and keyboard, not a controller. It would have been nice to see them put forth that effort. I don't know. I almost would have rather have seen Nessus in charge of this one as well as, I mean, they've kind of, well, now they're owned by, I'm pretty sure they're owned by PlayStation, by Sony now. So I would like, hopefully going forward, I'd like to see Nessus doing any further ports because I think they just do a better job. They make sure they get all the things done, and they also are thinking from the perspective, or at least it seems like it, they're thinking from the perspective of somebody that's gaming on a PC. As where this now feels like it's just strictly how do we get it from the PlayStation 5 to the PC, and that was kind of where the thoughts ended. So no FOV slider, and definitely the not the key bindings and stuff like that is definitely an issue for me as well. But other than that, I will say another thing. The thing is too, I'm also, when you're on PlayStation 5, I am playing, it's not true 4K, but it's upscaled to 4K or whatever, checkerboarded or however it's done. I'm not exactly sure how they did God of War Ragnarok. So it is 4K. Right here we're playing on 1440p, but I will say it doesn't look all that much better on PC than it does on the PlayStation 5. So anybody that does have it on PlayStation 5 and is like, oh, I just want the better visuals, it does look better on PC, but not like you would almost have to see it side by side to notice the differences. Like it's not a gigantic leap forward as far as PC goes. Other than maybe there was some really good reflections and stuff that we seen yesterday, especially in Sindri's house. The reflections off of like the marble floor were really, really good there. That was pretty dope. But overall, though, this port is pretty good. I do hear some situations where a lot of people are having issues with it crashing on startup, or saying that insufficient VRAM or something like that is another issue, or insufficient RAM or something like that. So there is a few mods that are out for the game right now to sort of help people. Those are over on Nexus Mods. Matter of fact, let's actually take a look real quick and see what is up with Nexus Mods page right now. What? What is going on over at Nexus? I can't show you this because thank God I didn't do this on stream. It actually shows my IP address, but yeah, interesting. So Nexus Mods must be down, I'm guessing. Nexus Mods. I was gonna say, let's take a look and see what we have for mods right now. But it's telling me bad gateway. And yeah, they must be having issues right now. Uh-oh. Anybody that's part of Nexus Mods, your shit just got leaked, FYI. I'm not sure if that's true. I might have just made that up. Goobs says, it's where on Mask Day or weekend, says Goobs. IPA is Indian Pale Ale. I know this. How do I know this? Because I used to run beer studies. Yes. At my bar, we used to have beer studies where we used to bring in all kinds of brews from all around Michigan and do all kinds of stuff. It was pretty fun time. We would have like maybe at least 8 or 9 samples, and they would be paired with different things it was once a week, always on Wednesday. And yeah, it was just literally called beer studies. You came in, and then we had a guy named Rex Tenpenny, I do believe is his name. A writer and reviewer of beers here in Michigan, and he used to come in and actually do like a literal, it would teach you all about the beers that you're sampling, and then paired them with something amazing. So when you would get towards Christmas time, there would be like beers that would be paired with a bunch of different chocolates, or it might have been sausages that are paired with beers, or all kinds of cheese and beer. And yeah, it was really cool. It was actually pretty cool. I hated it because I had to come in on a Wednesday, but other than that, it was pretty dope thing anyways. Made a little bit of money. Yeah, it was pretty dope. Hoorah! What up? How are you? Good to see you. What up, though? Happy Friday, my friend. How are you today? Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was pretty badass. It was a lot of fun, but I just hated it because I had to work. And I hate working. Well, I mean, anything but this. This isn't really work, so there's that. All right, I think we're going to probably fire up the game now. Let's get started. We're going to have about 2.5 hours. Remember, just so that anybody is aware, if you're just joining now, we actually started about a half hour early today, and we're going to be ending about a half hour early as well, at about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in case anyone's wondering. Firing up the game right now. Let's go! Yeah, so there was a few mods that I had seen up last night. I want to say maybe 10 or 12. Most of them were reshade mods. There was a couple of them that were game saves that were ready for New Game Plus. That was another one that I had seen a couple of for. So basically, yeah, there was a cheat engine mod that was up there as well. Basically able to give yourself whatever you want, whenever you want. Whatever, whenever. Hurrah says, good, finally beat the campaign of Monster Hunter Wild and the DLC, now the end game grind. I was never a big fan, don't hate me for this. I was never a big fan of Monster Hunter, but I feel like I should have. I don't understand why it never clicked with me, because it's kind of my game, man. I mean, hunting down big, I think it was just the idea that, I don't know, and I feel like a lot of people, I've heard of a lot of people complaining about this same sort of situation, but after they got by it and got into it a little bit more, I heard everybody now likes it. But there was something about like having to, like, I'm doing damage. Oh, I have to stop and I have to sharpen my blade. Okay, I sharpen my blade. Okay, now I get back into it. Oh, now the animal left and now I have to chase it, and then I'm tracking it. And I've tracked it to the spot where it goes, and then, oh, now I have to eat a buff, and then I have to, all right, I'm going to do a little bit, oh, now I have to stop, and I have to sharpen my blade again. Oh, okay, no, now it took off again, and I have to chase it again. And it was that where I was never in the, I always felt like I was outside of the actual combat, that I was enjoying to do things that, yeah, I don't know, just sort of got in the way of combat. It's almost the way that it felt. But I've heard other people say that they didn't like that, but then after they sort of got used to the way that the fights progressed, they didn't mind it at all. So yeah, it's the intro 1,000 page tutorial that teaches you nothing. You know what, that as well. the tutorial was quite lengthy, not gonna lie. We made it probably, I think we probably did 5 or 6, 7 streams of it, and then I was like, oh, you know what, that was the other game that we never finished before. I knew there was another game that we didn't finish, and it was Monster Hunter. So now we have 2 games that we have never finished in this stream. One is going to be Monster Hunter, and the second is going to be Space Marines. Yeah. When you get into the Iceborne, it's so much better, is it? Yeah. And I also heard later on, too, then it kind of cuts out the chasing part, right? Like, you don't have to track a little bit later on. That's what I was told. Or maybe it wasn't tracking. Maybe it was finding the animals wasn't so hard or something like that. Finding the monsters. I'm sorry, I said animals. I'm an animal if I'm calling them animals and not monsters. You're the animal. All right, let's jump into this. So yesterday we left off just arriving in Svartalfheim. Svartalfheim? Niflheim, as all of the dwarfs like to call it. I do want to go in. First thing we got to do, we got to check skills. I never looked at a skill all day yesterday. Not one skill. Echo. Change studio lights to light blue.
Okay.
Now it matches the sky. Damn! Woo! Look at, there's like clouds behind me. Oh, there's not? I know. Just use your imagination. I mean, you can still track, but the bigger monsters don't run as far. And yes, later in some hunts, it straight tells you where they are. Yeah, that's supposedly something that's coming in the newer one too, right? What is it? Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds. I might give Monster Hunter Wilds a try. I don't know. It is coming to PC at launch, though, isn't it? Do you know? All right. All right, so I'm struggling a little bit with this game, many games as of late, actually. Oh, you know what we can do, too? There was a patch right after stream yesterday, and I'm pretty sure they have added in a slider. I heard a slider for DLSS. Where is it here? For DLSS sharpness. I heard they added in a scaler, or a sharpness slider. And I could be wrong. I literally read this in a... Did they just put it at the bottom? No. Screen calibration. Nope. Nope. V-Sync off. No, I don't see a sharpness slider. What about when we go to, like, quality setting? I do not see it. Interesting. I was looking at patch notes because I had seen that an update, as soon as we ended stream yesterday, an update popped on my screen. I was like, oh, There's an update already for it. I wonder what it does. And I looked it up and yeah, it said that, yeah. There's no borderless full. See, these are like the minimal things that you would expect other than having, okay, I want frame rate limit, frame gen, and DLSS and FSR support. Those are like the bare minimums you would expect for anything ported over to PC. But I can't even get like borderless full screen. None of that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where else. I think that would kind of, maybe in here there's a sharpness slider. Yeah, it said that it added a sharpness slider for DLSS. I do not see it though. I do not see it though. All right, it is what it is. Whatevers. So one thing I want to do, and we have skills. We have skills that we can do things with. Where's my mouse? Thank you. Welcome, mouse. It's nice to see you. We did we get a new one? Oh yeah, we got these are the grips for pre-ordering. I'm not worried about these grips. I'm gonna try and not use the ones from like the pre-orders and shit like that. Because not everybody can have them, so obviously. And I think this is just gonna be, yeah, that's the Darkdale handles. So I think the other armors are also the Darkdale, yeah, Darkdale one for little butthole here. All right, so then let's go to skills. So these, we never looked at these at all yesterday. Not even once. Why can't I game? Why am I game? What is happening? Are you serious? Is this a thing? Can I not control this with a... Hello? Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't know what was going on there. Something with the mouse was not working there. It would not click on him. All right, so don't we... I'm pretty sure with this game... Yeah, okay, so you have to use the skills that you do in order to, like, level them up and unlock them, right? So, like, there's this one. Oh, you can just purchase this one. These ones, I think, are huge. So this is axe melee attacks against burning enemies deal bonus damage. I believe this is, like, 50% extra damage. Hoorah says, oh, I am getting it at launch, and it should be on Xbox, PS5, and PC at launch. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I might end up trying out Monster Hunter Wilds. I may end up doing that one. I'm definitely purchasing this. I feel like this is a must-have. So if we end up causing burning on an enemy, like my mouse keeps disappearing, it's really weird. But so basically what this does is you cause burning on an enemy with the blades, then you switch to your axe, and the axe, any melee attacks, I'm pretty sure they do 50% extra damage, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. I feel like we should definitely do this. I can't game. What is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. I think there's a setting for this. I think there's this again. Where did my mouse go? What is happening? Gonna need another update. View controls, accessibility. Maybe it's in gameplay. Menu holds, mini game style, navigation assist. There's like so many different settings that it's hard to even know where they're at. They don't exactly, a lot of them appear in more than one spot. Text and coloring, I don't think that was it. View controls. Let's look at accessibility. Screen reader. There was something for menus. Mini game, repeated button press, menu holds. That's for when you gotta hold a button. Reversal, climbing, quick turn. I'll never find it now. I seen it one time and I'll never find it again. I guarantee it. Yeah.
Screen reader. Off.
Off. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. I thought it would have been in here. Lock on camera, strafe assist, auto pickup, menu holds, mini game style, repeated button press, skills navigation. That's it right there. Default directional buttons. It's already acting like it's directional buttons. Change the method to moving within the skills tree between WASD, free cursor, and directional buttons. Selecting directional buttons will remove the ability to quick swap between skill trees. What the fuck? Really weird. Really weird. Like my mouse disappears when I go into the menu now too. What the fuck? Yeah. Look at, I'm click. Thank you. Dude, it's so hard to navigate the menu right now. All right, we're going to do it with no, WASD. There we go. There's my mouse. Welcome back, mouse. Blades melee attacks against frosted enemies deal bonus damage. So this is the same thing as the other one. We definitely want to take this right away. Bam. Take that. All right, and then what other, gotta get my mouse back. What other skills do we want? So like these ones we have to use, right? We have to use them 6 of 15 times, I believe, in order to level them up. But we already have that unlocked. These are now unlockable. I don't think, oh, the grapple's really good, actually. I forgot about this. Oh, that one's really good. I think I'm gonna buy this one. I really, really, really like the grapple. What do we have for melees? While sprinting, press left click to leap forward towards an enemy with blades in hand and rapid spinning slash. That hits multiple times. How many times it hit? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to unleash a high damage fury. While evading with WASD, forward and press the left mouse button to perform a leaping spin attack, effective at knocking falling enemies back in the air. Sort of to re-juggle somebody. While evading, hold S and press the left mouse button to send a burst of sparks that apply burn to a large area. Ooh, that one could be good too. For causing the burning. Right now, I think we only have 2 ways of causing burning, if I'm not mistaken. But let's check over here too. Make sure we don't have something over here that we want. Permafrost. This is really good. Is that the ground one, or is that when you just do attacks? Yeah, that's when you get it. You do so many attacks. Perform melee attacks in quick succession without sustaining damage to power up the Leviathan axe and inflict frost damage on every hit. That's pretty good as well. Where's the one where you send that's it, I think, right there. Press the right mouse button during Frost Awaken to slash upward. No, that's not the one. There's one where you drag the axe. Glacial Rake. That's it right there. We're going to do this one. I like Glacial Rake. That one's pretty useful. We got to use that 15 times. Let's see. So we got 500 XP left to work with. Vengeful Sickle. Let's do the permafrost. I'm thinking we do the permafrost, because I don't think we really have anything. Well, I guess we can do that one, which that one doesn't seem too useful. In combat, while sprinting, press the left mouse button to leap into the air and perform a powerful chain slam attack. Ooh. So a way of juggling as well. Hold right mouse button to swipe the blades upward and launch enemies nearby into the air. We're already doing that, aren't we? Yeah, we've already been doing it. So that is unlocked. I thought that was one we had to unlock. So any of the ones with the circle around them. So you know what? The hell with it. We'll just do this one. Doing it, and doing it. Bleeding, what up? How are you? Good to see you, buddy. All right, there it is. Also, I can't look around. I'm moving my mouse and I'm... Oh my goodness. I can't. I literally am moving my mouse and I'm just not looking anywhere. What have they done to this game since we played yesterday? I can't turn. I can't do anything. Really? I can't turn. Dude. My God. All right. You know what? We're just gonna return to the main menu and reload the game. It was working fine yesterday, and then, you know, they have to do the updates that tell you that they're doing things, and then they don't actually show up in game, and then when you get in game, nothing else works. So let's see if maybe... Nope, can't turn side to side. No turning side to side for me. That's it. So we can go forwards and backwards. That's it. Can't look up or down either, by the way. That's not allowed. See, the problem is, this is why I said I really wish they would have had Nexus do this port, because they did not do a good job in God of War giving PC the stuff that they wanted, And they had whatever I believe it's Jetpack Studios or something like that, do this one as well. And again, same situation. Same situation, different game. They're emulating. What they do is they emulate a controller through your mouse and keyboard, and that's not the way to do it. It's a piss poor way to do it. Let's just relaunch the game and see.